For nearly 100 years, Montgomery ISD's mission, in partnership with families and the community, has been to graduate all students with the knowledge, skills, and leadership necessary to thrive as productive and responsible citizens. MISD has over 9,800 students and 1,200 employees across 11 campuses. The district serves 885,835 meals and drives 1.3 million miles annually. Teaching young people, our students, requires the support and expertise of committed adults, our teachers, and staff. Montgomery ISD is in the people business. Since 2019, operating cost and inflation have continued to rise while state funding for school operations has barely changed. The increased expenses and stagnant funding levels have led the Board of Trustees to call the district's first ever tax rate election on the November ballot. This voter-approved tax rate election, or Proposition A, takes advantage of a school district's opportunity to maximize state funding through what are known as golden pennies. 15% of the total revenue generated by Prop A comes from the state, not local property owners. If approved, Proposition A is estimated to provide $5.5 million in new revenue this fiscal year and every year after, focused on 3 funding priorities: recruiting and retaining high-quality staff, maintaining student programs, safety and security. Across the state, many teachers are leaving the profession for other careers as demands increase. Remaining competitive for new teachers in our region is increasingly difficult. The starting teacher salary in Montgomery ISD is approximately $3,300 lower than the average of other districts in the surrounding area. Teachers also face rising health insurance premiums, which lead to the increased teacher turnover rates. Montgomery ISD class sizes have already surpassed the state average. Without a rate increase, the district will have to increase class sizes. This places more strain on teachers while impacting student achievement and discipline. To ensure MISD's high-quality education, we constantly evaluate our students' academic performance and growth. Our elementary teachers are supported by instructional coaches, and our secondary teachers benefit from having content coordinators to support their instruction in the classroom. Prop A provides additional funding for these support positions. Montgomery ISD transports 4,300 students in 92 buses each school day, driving 52 routes across the district. In the last year, the district lost 7 drivers to surrounding districts due to signing bonuses and higher pay. Transportation services significantly reduce the congestion in car rider lines and traffic around campuses. More students riding the bus results in fewer cars in the car rider arrival and dismissal lines. Reduced routes could lead to more traffic. Additional staff, such as librarians, registered nurses, instructional coaches, and interventionists, all play an essential role in supporting students and teachers. Without a rate increase, MISD will have to reduce essential positions. MISD will see increased class sizes, reduced bus routes, increased traffic congestion, reduced student access to registered nurses, less instructional support for teachers, and less academic support for students. Proposition A provides new revenue to compensate all staff competitively. Since Prop A revenues continue every year, it would allow MISD to remain competitive into the future. Montgomery ISD is dedicated to making students college, career, and military ready. Last year, MISD students earned over 860 career and technology industry-based certifications. MISD students have access to a wide range of programs, clubs, and organizations that align with our mission to graduate all students with the knowledge, skills, and leadership necessary to thrive as productive and responsible citizens. The level of opportunity for students in these programs often comes at a considerable cost to the district. The dual language program at Montgomery Elementary School, gifted and talent and services, extracurricular activities, field trips, student support, and community engagement services are programs and opportunities within MISD. MISD currently has a dedicated staff to oversee the effectiveness and growth of these types of programs. Revenues generated from Prop A would allow MISD to continue implementing these programs and not reduce services to the minimum required standards. Safety and security remain a top priority in Montgomery ISD. MISD has remained committed to meeting the House Bill 3 requirement that every campus be staffed with an armed officer, although the state has not provided adequate funding for the mandate. In 2023 and 2024, police officer salaries totaled $1.3 million, while only receiving $240,000 from the state and safety security allotment. Currently, MISD staffs 2 officers at each high school campus. This allows officers to provide safety and security inside and outside the campus. If the number of officers were reduced to 1 per high school campus, that officer would not be able to assist in other areas like traffic control. Today, MISD manages 11,500 user logins and supports 21,000 instructional devices. The district's computer security program oversees and monitors students' online activities. This real-time monitoring of student activity has led to hundreds of incidents that identified a potential threatening situation that required immediate intervention. This program is necessary to ensure the safety of our students in a digital world, but is a considerable expenditure. Increased funding for Prop A will help offer police officers competitive salaries, reduce turnover, and increase levels of safety and security. So how does VADR work? Let's start with an explanation of the tax rate. In Texas, a school district's tax rate is divided into 2 parts that fund different expenses. Funding for each budget is primarily provided by local tax dollars from property values calculated by pennies collected per $100 of property value. The illustration of 2 buckets is often used for this example. The first bucket is called Maintenance and Operations, or M&O for short. These funds are used for the day-to-day operations of the district, things like salaries and benefits, fuel, supplies, utilities, and equipment. The second bucket is called the Interest and Sinking Fund, or INS. You will also hear it referred to as debt service. The money from this bucket can only be used for payments on bonds. Money from this bucket cannot be used for maintenance and operation expenses. State law requires that school districts seek voter approval to raise their M&O tax rate above a prescribed amount. Prop A increases the M&O tax rate for an estimated impact of $9 per month on a $350,000 home with the new $100,000 homestead exemption. Homeowners 65 years and older or disabled who have filed for and received a homestead exemption are not impacted by Prop A. Their taxes will not exceed the frozen amount established when their exemption was granted, unless an addition or renovation was made to their home. Check your most recent Notice of Assessed Value change to see if you will be impacted, or contact the Montgomery Appraisal District for more information. This item will appear on the ballot as Montgomery Independent School District Proposition A. Early voting is October 21st through November the 1st, and Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. Registered voters can vote at any Montgomery County location. Visit the county election site at elections.mctx.org. The deadline to register to vote in this election is Monday, October the 7th. For more information, visit the district's official site at go.misd.org/Prop A and follow us on social media. And please remember, go vote.